This is Less Than Zero. Less Than Zero.
All right, man. Welcome. What's going on? Welcome to the Less Than Zero podcast. I am Julian. I'm the single quirky sneakerhead. Not Nile. I'm gonna put this out there right now. Nile always makes fun of my like radio isms because I come from radio and I always believe in like introducing ourselves in short form. So look, if you don't want to introduce yourself, then don't. It's fine.
My name is Nile, just like it says in the title. I'm not a big fan of these intros.
It's fine.
But,
it's fine. It's
you
cool.
know, I love Julian, so whatever he wants to do, I'm cool with it.
You're going to get to know Nile as you watch these episodes. We also have our dude Justo behind the lens. Shout out to Justo. If you notice, we got new digs, man. Very professional setting, a.k.a. my house. So let's talk about it, man. The week. How was your week?
It was boring. I'm going to keep it real.
Okay.
It was boring. It was really boring.
Well, I will say you're going through that whole unemployment thing. I've been unemployed, so I know about it. But, you're going through that process right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what made it boring.
How is that process? Because a lot of people are going through that right now.
I mean,
like
it's
thousands.
Annoying.
My wife is going through it right now, too.
It's the worst.
So, like, how has it been? Like, what's that process like?
It's tedious. You got to get all your information together. It's not that big of a deal, like not that tedious, but it's tedious. You got to get information, like you're in a situation that you didn't cause.
Right.
It's annoying and it's also boring.
Here's the thing I'm confused about with the unemployment thing, because I'm still on it, and I understand the new rules, the laws that they passed. What I don't get is there's I think it's the CARES Act. Corona passed, or not Corona, but the president they dropped, or they approved this new CARES Act, and apparently it approves you $600 more on top of your unemployment, if I'm understanding this correctly. So I was on the phone with EDD, just like you. Mm-hmm. I was on the phone with them, and I couldn't get a hold of anyone. Like, they literally hung up on me. They had me on hold and said, sorry, basically, we have too many people on the line. Did you have that problem, or did you do it online?
You're talking about unemployment, or you're talking about the
unemployment,
Corona plan?
Yeah, the Corona thing. I had to talk to unemployment about the Corona plan. That was I
didn't even, I talked to them before I even knew about the plan. I'm still waiting for my 1,200. So I'm waiting for the 12. I'm waiting for Trump to send me the 1,200. Where's that at?
I think that happens when you file your taxes.
I filed my taxes.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Well, it has to be for 2018, not this year.
Yeah.
Like 2017, 2018. If you file your taxes, you should be able to get it.
Yeah, I'm very confused by this whole thing, man. I really am.
I am too. Look, they need to just freeze rent. Money's cool, but like, why do we need money? Well, most of us need money to just pay rent.
Right.
Right. The amount of money we spend on going to stores and like the essential things, it's not that much.
Right.
It's the overhead, and like it's a necessity. Like, people need to have places to live, and the fact that like they're sending us money so we can pay rent.
Right.
They're late. I already paid April. I need May.
I talked about this last cast on the last podcast. I said that if your landlord is basically rich, if they're wealthy, there needs to be some type of like law pass or some type of rule where they can give you a pass on the rent. Because I called my landlord and I said, "Hey, can you give me a break on the rent?" They said, "Sure."
You did.
I did.
Oh, wow.
I said, "Sure, no problem." When are you going to pay us back?
See, that's the thing.
You see what I'm saying?
That's the thing. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's cool, but we need you to pay, like, make up for that." It's just.
I said, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to talk directly in the mic. I said, "Well, can you do it? How about towards the end of the year?" They said, "No way. We'll give you like 2 months." So what's the point? What's the point of giving me? You're basically, you know what it is? It's like putting a Band-Aid on a wound, but you're not like I'm asking basically to just not charge me rent or let me pay half or something and just let it go.
Yeah.
And they own like 40 duplexes. They're rich. They're like 80 years old. They're going to die. That's what pisses me off, man. Like, not to be insensitive, but that's the fact. Like, you have so much money that you don't know what to do with it. You're not even using it. Am I right?
No, you're right. And
okay,
this is something I know we disagree on. We disagree on a lot of things, or we have combat. I for sure agree with that. I think that, landlords, people that own, 20, 40 units of people's rent and all that, like, they don't need it. And so it's not like, they're living paycheck to paycheck. This is actually, we're living in a pandemic. it's not going to hurt you to, let people slide. I mean, this is actually a good reason. People aren't getting money. And so you're going to have to just hit everybody up who is part of the duplexes and come at them with the same energy. They can't evict everybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I would say.
I don't know that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Then they're going to just keep shooting you down.
Hey, so have you thought about getting tested to see if you have corona? Because you know what they say, you can have it, not even being aware of it.
I know. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, where do I start?
Well, I will tell you. Well, I had to go to my doctor's visit this past week, and I asked him, "Hey, can you test me to see if I have, coronavirus?" And he goes, "Why?" He goes, "Well, I just want to make sure." Well, no, that's not what we do. Here's the thing. Could be wrong, but pretty much I'm paraphrasing. But basically, unless you're really showing symptoms terribly, there's no cure for it. You know this, right? There's no vaccine for it yet.
No, there's no vaccine.
So he's not gonna test you unless you're showing symptoms. And from what I understand, he was saying that when you have it, when it really affects you, you're gonna go from 0 to 1. You're gonna go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like you will get a fever. You will start, you'll have problems breathing. All the things you heard about, it's not going to be like a slow grind. You're going to go from here to here really quick. That's when you need to be concerned.
Got it.
But for us, God forbid, I think it's going to be, if we actually do get it, again, God forbid that doesn't happen, it's going to be like a very slow process. And that's why that's why they tell you the cure is really to self-isolate.
Right.
So I just thought I'd share that with you. What?
So, I mean, what's stopping them? Is it hurting people to let even people with mild symptoms get tested? Like, I'm assuming it costs a lot of money to get the test kits or something.
Nah, man. Like,
I mean, it would make more sense to just have everyone test, and then people that are negative, like, they can move a certain way. People that are positive, we can have people like DoorDash or Instacart come bring them their food, but we have people who aren't showing symptoms that are positive still giving out the virus. They're walking around the stores right now.
Well,
so
right,
I feel like it's, you have to almost be dying for us to want to test you.
But they're trying to minimize it. And here's the thing. One thing I noticed when you talk about the stores just now, I don't know about you, but I just this past week, and I've noticed a big shift. From 2 weeks ago, there weren't these crazy lines at all the grocery stores. But now, this past week, lines out the block. At Safeway, Trader Joe's. People love their Trader Joe's. People freaking love their Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about this past week. It's gotten really bad.
No, yeah. I mean, this is the week that I noticed it the most. I mean, I went to Sprouts, and it was like a club. You ever been to the club where it's
I've been to Club Quarantine or Tory Lane's.
I
VIP,
have not,
baby.
I have not. I have not been there.
Bro, you're the rapper. You ain't joining in?
I didn't get the invite.
Bro, there is no invite. The invite is you just enter. And you need to do that booty dance. You need to do that booty shake. That'd be hella weird. That'd be hella weird if you did it.
Cool off that. I ain't going to club quarantine or whatever.
So
but it's okay.
Yeah.
The stores. It's not like Club Quarantine. They got wholesome things there.
Yeah.
No, but it's like a club. Like, so one person goes in every time one person comes out. And like, I've never seen that before.
Well, it's not one. They only have a limited amount of people allowed at the store.
Well, I mean, okay, so when that limited amount of people are at the store, then it turns into, hey, once this person leaves, that means that limit will be open for one more person.
I'll also add in, I noticed.
That's just like the club. It's like, hey, we only have 200 people capacity. Oh, okay. One just left. Now you can go. Difference
though, if I don't know if they're doing it at your Sprouts. I've never been to Sprouts, but at Safeway, they're keeping us 6 feet apart. They literally have people, and I'm not mad at it. I actually
in line or at the store.
No, at the store. While I'm shopping, they actually have people. Yes, I'm telling you, I go to.
What are they doing?
Shout out to Safeway in San Mateo off El Camino. If you live in the Bay Area, you know what I'm talking about. They have people just to make sure that you're. Yeah, I mean, obviously they can't monitor everyone, but they're doing the best they can to make sure that, and they have signs everywhere to make sure that you're 6 feet apart. So that's kind of like the long answer to your question in regard to they're trying to minimize and try to isolate as best as possible. You know what I mean? I mean, who knows what's gonna happen down the road? Maybe they'll start delivering groceries to you. I don't know. But
I mean, yeah, that's what should happen.
Long story short, you got to have it really bad, or you could really show it's really got to be symptomatic for you to get tested because they don't have. It's not like endless kits, bro. You know what I mean? Like my friend Paul told me that he got a fever. He started getting hot, and he was having coughing problems and breathing problems. So they administered him a test. He went online to some website. He arranged an appointment. But for you, you can't just get a test. They're going to be like, show me the symptoms. Where are the symptoms at, Nile?
I'm going to cough.
Nah, man.
Hey, look.
Nah.
Y'all need to test me because if I'm positive,
you're good.
You guys are getting sick right now.
Don't do that again, by the way.
My bad.
Yo, so...
I honestly had like a moment.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Yo, people aren't playing.
No, you're right. But obviously, we're the exceptions to the rule.
People doing their radio shows.
We're definitely not 6 feet apart.
Everyone's
This
doing
is
their
2
radio
feet.
shows from their house, bro. People aren't playing. Everyone's working from home. So back to the streaming club quarantine. That's a real thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing. Who you
Please tell me about it.
No, well, I mean, I go in and out. I'll be honest, it's kind of boring. You ever go to a club and you're like that guy in the corner and you just kind of watch for like 20, 30 seconds. You're like, this is whack, and you leave. That's me. There's only, I mean, basically, like, girls are, like, shaking their ass, you know what I'm saying, in club quarantine, and, you know, Tory Lanez is like, welcome to club quarantine, pew, 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 and, you know, he's hyping them up, and
Really?
for me, it's kind of boring unless, I mean, I could be missing maybe some girls.
Is there does he do this every night? Like, is this like a...
I don't even know. I'm not on it that much, but people are celebrating their birthdays at the club now. You would know this more than me. Who's
club
the rap?
quarantine?
No, I think he just had his own stream. It was hosted by Travis Scott. It was just the other, depending on when this podcast comes out. It was like within a couple days, a week ago. God, what rapper had a birthday, man? Someone from the Migos, I think. He celebrated his birthday at the club via his stream. It was hosted by Travis Scott. Was it Quavo?
Yeah, I don't know why I know that.
Yeah. I got the via.
I saw it, and I saw someone saying something about Quavo's birthday.
I got the VIP. How come you're not getting the VIP invite?
I don't know. I don't follow them. If you follow them, then that's probably why.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You follow this whole beef with NBA Youngboy?
I know about it from my timeline getting blown up and what's trending on Twitter.
So I just follow the beefs, and it was giving me a headache last night. Can you explain to me what the hell is going on? Just give me the short end of the stick here.
Okay. I'll definitely do that. Short end of the stick because I don't know. I mean, it literally just happened Saturday morning, I think. But it seems that Ayanna Mayweather,
this is the daughter, right?
Daughter, she pulled up to NBA Youngboy's house, and I guess NBA Youngboy had a girl there.
His baby mama.
His baby mama,
right?
Is what people are saying it is, and
she is it.
I don't know that.
She is.
We have to say allegedly on here. I'm just kidding, but
she was there. She was there.
Okay, homegirl was there. Ayanna claimed that she was NBA Youngboy's fiance, and somehow it started in the front yard, and then it ended up in the kitchen.
Dude, she stabbed her.
Right, but it started off in the front yard.
Right.
I guess like NBA Youngboy had people. They removed her off, and she wound up coming back into the kitchen. She had like 2 knives in her hand, and then like one, I guess she stabbed the baby mama with, and it didn't like affect her. It was probably her left hand because she's probably a right-hander. So the right hand.
Only you would know this. Okay.
I'm just assuming she has 2 knives in her hand. Okay. One didn't affect her, but the right one did. The right one's actually what broke skin and made her bleed.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened after that.
Says the guy that doesn't.
I mean, this is all speculation.
Says the guy.
Let's keep it real. Okay?
Says the guy that didn't really pay attention to this whole beef.
That kind of stuff is crazy. I mean, that stuff is not like, okay, baby mama drama, side chick stuff. Like, I don't care about that. But like, for homegirl to like get knives, like, what was NBA Youngboy doing to this girl to get her to pull up?
Jealous, bro.
And be like, yo, he's my fiance, and I'm going to kill you for it. Being the daughter of one of the richest and legendary boxers in the world, I feel like she would have more options.
She got arrested for felony aggravated assault. That sounds pretty serious.
Okay, that's all right. Off bat, she should have got attempted murder. Like, with knife in her hand.
Yeah.
So the fact that I already know she's gonna be let off. Like she and her bail. You see her bail?
No.
Her bail was $30,000.
That's it?
That's it.
Why is that?
I'm
she
gonna say
is?
this because who she is for sure, and I'm assuming it was already paid for and she's out. I'm assuming it's $30,000. I've seen worse people, steal.
What do you
and
think
give
it
less,
is, man? You think he's just
more.
got like a magical penis or something? Because he's banging a lot of chicks,
Man,
allegedly.
I think honestly.
I mean, there's
I
a lot
think
of.
it's a clout. I mean, I think he's kind of got it going on as far as like just relevancy. And so I feel like because he has so much like women on him, it makes more women want him. That's what I think. And so this girl, for some reason,
She's stupid, bro.
She's not playing a role. I think the difference is like, okay, a side chick, she's like accepting her role. She's like, you know what? Especially with a rapper like NBA Youngboy, they all know that he's got like already 5 different kids from different, women.
Yeah.
That also means that these women know that he's just circling them around, kind of just like musical chairs, right? But Ayana, she's one
You
of
think
those,
they know that?
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Ayana
man.
knows that, but she was being in denial about it. She wants to be the number one. She wants to be the number one chick.
I think
And even though he has other side chicks, like she probably don't care about that. She just wants to be his number one. And the fact that he was there at the house with this girl and she somehow had to pull up and find out.
Let me ask something real quick, and I would love people to comment on this if you're checking this out right now, especially women. I think that women in that situation want to think that they're the only one. Difference. I think that they want to think that they're the only one. Now, do they have suspicions in their mind? Yeah, but at the end of the day, when you're with someone and they're saying whatever they're saying to your ear, you know what I'm saying? Like in the moment, they want to think that they're the only one.
Right.
Can you see that?
Yes. I mean, it depends on who it is, though.
Love makes you do crazy things,
Love
man.
makes you do crazy things. I don't think that they developed any kind of love. I think it was just complete lust. And I think it's about dominance. For her, I think it's about dominance when you need to attack a girl, and to prove a point. It was just her wanting to be number one. And the fact that, a girl was there with NBA Youngboy and she, wasn't there first or something like that. That's probably what, triggered her. Now, she can be there with him and knowing that he's got side chicks calling his phone, he's texting. She don't care. She's with him at the house, and that illusion is real. But when she shows up, who knows what she was trying to do? Probably, I don't know, bring food, or I don't even know what she was doing there.
Maybe some vagina,
Exactly.
It's like food.
But she should already be living there. She's number one. She should just be living there, right? So how is she pulling up and then she's seeing this situation?
I don't know. I'm just intrigued by the beefs. It's like, what it is? It's like an incredible soap opera, but it's not made up. It's all real.
Yeah, no, it's sad. It's sad. And I think,
it's sad but good. It's sad but good. Like
it's good for entertainment.
Hell yeah. I'm literally trying to watch Ozark season 3 last night. I got caught up in that and the whole thing with Lil Yachty, which we'll get to in a second. But dude, tell me why is NBA Youngboy going off on Kodak Black? Kodak Black is in jail. And I guess Kodak Black was talking trash on social media. Correct me if I'm wrong, saying that he was part of the reason he didn't defend Yaya. Am I kind of right there? No. Okay. Educate me.
So it's pretty simple. Kodak Black is in jail, and he made an Instagram post or a comment, something like that, talking about how NBA Youngboy was cooperating with the police because that's the fact that he's cooperating with the police. He's making NBA Youngboy look like a snitch, and in gang culture, all that. You don't talk to police by no means. So, but it seems that cooperating with the police that was maybe confusing to what Kodak Black was thinking. Okay, so when the police showed up, they handcuffed.
Yeah, I saw the video.
They had to arrest him, right? And then just to play it safe, make sure he wasn't part of what just went down. Then they let him go. And I think cooperating with the police means letting them.
Yeah, you don't do that, man.
House.
You shut your mouth, right?
You just let them search the house. Call the ambulance. I'm pretty sure you have to get permission, for those kind of certain things to be escalated from the person at the house. I'm just assuming. But anyway, just real quick, that is fighting words. People get killed, like that when they talk about accusing them as a snitch. So that's why NBA Youngboy
Teacher,
flipped out.
I got a question.
What's up?
Okay. Number one, how is Kodak Black Instagramming? Number one. And number two, why does he care? Why does he care? Why is he involved in some, dude, is there a history?
I don't know. But, I mean, I do know Kodak Black likes attention, just like most rappers, most celebrities.
How is he on social media?
Man, people can definitely get cell phones in jail now. It's 2020. People can get cell phones in jail. He's Kodak Black. He's got connections. It's not that hard to log in someone's phone, tweet, and then log out.
That's bananas to me.
So Kodak Black wants attention. He was calling out NBA Youngboy, not even knowing all the information. He probably saw it off of some gossip, website like Weeds Checked, and he's like, cooperate with the police, and then he just started talking crazy. And Kodak Black, honestly, he's not all there. Like, he's not all there as far as like just being. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to beat up on the guy, but
he's got some issues. It's all good.
I wouldn't take what he says serious or like just intellectually sound. So the fact that NBA Youngboy played right into that, where he's making this a beef between him and Kodak Black, making Kodak Black relevant from jail. Yeah, you're playing right into what Kodak Black wants. At the end of the day, he wants attention. He wants his name in everyone's mouth, and it's working. So.
Someone that we need to be taken seriously is Tekashi. It's your guy. Tekashi.
It's your guy.
I always said if you want your career to go from here to here, you got to do what he does. You got to color your hair rainbow. You got to put some tattoos, but don't do the 6ix9ine. Put like Nile on your forehead.
I just want everyone.
You'll get more followers.
I just want everyone to know. Julian loves Tekashi 6ix9ine. When Tekashi was popping, Julian was bumping that on his Instagram story every day.
Hold on.
Every day.
Okay, it wasn't every day. And number one, number two. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you know why I'm a fan of him, right?
Please tell me again.
Entertainment. Entertainment. Right. I tell you this all the time. I'm like, you hate him, but you got to give someone.
I don't hate him.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You don't like him?
Anyone.
You don't mess with him? You're not a fan of his?
I enjoy some of his tracks. Like, he's made some
Gummo,
music.
Kuda, that Spanish joint, Fifi. They're too short for me, but I understand why people are making shorter songs. But the thing with him is that you have to respect someone that has the balls.
Right.
The balls to basically put tattoos on your face and pretty much have that I give no F's attitude, because he's not going to become a lawyer after this. He ain't working at, he's not going to go work at the bank ever. He's not going to do any normal job, and he's not meant for that. You know what I mean? Like, he pretty much has chosen his way of life for the rest of his life. So you have to give someone, you got to give someone their props, man, to have that type of I don't care if I die attitude, because, right?
I mean, the attitude is for clout, though. It's like,
it doesn't matter what it's for. He doesn't care if he dies. I'm
not going to commend for someone that doesn't care about themselves.
I'm saying you have to give him a certain amount.
It's so easy to do that.
No, it's not. If it was so easy, then everyone would be doing it. Everyone would be doing it. If it's so easy. No, you're basically throwing your life away in the sense of, you better make it in this rap game or whatever game you're trying to.
Most people have morals, Julian. Most people have a moral compass and a moral standard.
I say
it's easy to let that go.
Let me ask you a question. Would you say morals are based on how you're brought up and your environment? Because your morals are different than mine. My morals are different than Justo's. Everyone's morals are different. It's all dependent on what you're used to in your environment, what you're growing up with. Am I right?
Yeah.
I don't want to get too deep because...
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
In most of society, we're all...
Yeah.
So we all come from like a certain aspect of society where we have like there is a moral standard for certain things, right? Now, the reason why people would break that moral standard is when they get attention and money for it. 6ix9ine is taking that transition where he's like, you know what? Putting clown makeup on his face, literally.
He had that before.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He definitely, when he started going serious, that's when he started getting tattoos like crazy. But what I'm saying is, it's like a look at me. And then now we live in an age where you get clout, that means you get money. Like, on social media, you don't need a deal. You don't need a promotion or sponsorship. Like, you can literally just get money, like get attention, just get streams, just from being like, look at me. Just like think about Boonk. You remember Boonk?
Yeah, whatever happened to him, man? He's got some issues.
Man, he's doing better from what I've seen.
That dude legit passed out during the interview with on No Jumper.
Right.
He passed out.
I've seen. I forget what they call him now. I think called. I don't want to. John Bonga. John.
By his real name?
No. His real name. He has an alter ego where he's like determined to do better. But anyway, Boonk. Like, he gained so much clout because he decided to just be a menace to society. And, like, that is breaking the moral standard of what most people are agreeing with.
Yeah.
So it's easy to do that. But most people have moral standards and they have respect for themselves.
It's easy for
6ix9ine
some.
does not.
I think it takes a certain amount. It takes a certain type of person to pretty much not care what society thinks and do stuff like that. It's for
attention, though. It's for attention.
It doesn't matter what it's for. But what I'm trying to tell you is it doesn't matter what it's for. It's the fact that it's not for everyone. You're not going to do you watch Nelk Boys?
What?
Nelk Boys. Nelk Boys is a crew. They're awesome. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Mm-hmm. They're a group of dudes from Canada that just do they're like the jackasses of today. And they do like, okay. I don't really think it's that extreme. They do a lot of pranks on people, right? Okay. It's not for everyone, but they do it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the same thing. You know, they chose that path in life. It's on YouTube. They're hilarious.
I can't stand pranksters on YouTube.
Oh, you can't?
I can't stand
You would laugh at them. They're hilarious. Highly suggested.
I would not laugh at them.
Okay.
I've seen every prank, and they're all whack and corny. I'm going to just say that right now.
Give it a shot. And then come back to me.
See, Jackass was the good days because those guys, I think it took some talent to do what they had to do.
I would say these kids, Nelk Boys, are pretty talented because they're current and they're actually using technology. Like, I don't want to give it away, but check out their latest drop. I don't want to plug them too much, but back to Tekashi real quick. Dude, the dude is mad entertaining. Did you see the video? There's a video of him getting released, and I guess he didn't have a ride. Like, he didn't have a family member come pick him up. Mm. So I don't know if it was arranged, but some random dude and his girl were there, and they drove him back to the Bronx. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, imagine you're coming out, right? You're coming out, your family would be there, someone that you love. Yeah. I guess no one was there, so just some passerby or someone that he met off social media basically gave him a ride back to the Bronx from Rikers. Mm. Oh, it was hilarious, bro. It was hilarious.
The video was hilarious?
The video's hilarious. He's on lockdown, I think, for the rest of his sentence, which is like a year or 2 years. I could be wrong, but basically he's on lockdown at his house. He's got to make a couple albums. Right, but he signed how much was the deal?
Oh, he signed a deal. That's right.
It's like $10 million. Was it? Is it? Am I wrong? $10 million?
You would know more than
it's in the millions, bro. Like, what I don't understand, and I wish I knew someone could give me the answer on this, is that he's not in witness protection. He's gonna get killed. Maybe not now. Maybe not a month from now. And the day, number one, how is he? Like, what is he thinking in his head? How are you not gonna get killed? He snitched on everyone, right?
Right.
What's the psyche behind that?
I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. Something's telling me that he's going to be fine, though.
How are you going to be fine? You're in New York. Everyone knows where you live. You snitched on everyone.
We don't know what's going to happen next right now. Like, we don't know. I mean, I'm assuming because of what you're speculating, like, the police, they know that, they're aware of that, and they probably moved him somewhere else. So I don't think everyone knows where he's staying.
You don't think he's actually at his house? His crib?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think everything that was at his house probably got seized and probably lost it. I mean, I'm just assuming. I just usually how it goes when people go to prison for like 2 or more years. So I'm just assuming that he's going to be somewhere. He might not even be in New York. I would just get him out of New York. Now, I guess maybe it's outside the jurisdiction or whatever. So he probably has to be in like that county, but I'm just assuming that they put him somewhere else and he's going to be all right. I really do. I really don't think he's going to get killed. I think
he is. I think something's going to happen to him
in
the next,
so.
Maybe not now, maybe in the next month, but I always feel like, you know, whatever you do to people, eventually it's going to come back to you. At some point it's going to come back to you.
It comes back, but okay. So you mean that literally or just in general or just like metaphorically? Because, I mean, he hasn't killed anyone. I mean, at least that we know of.
What are you talking about? He snitched.
He snitched, but I'm just saying, though.
Like, his entire crew. It literally will come back because he affected other people. I feel like anytime you affect someone in a negative way, you know what I mean? They're never going to forget it, or their family members. It's going to come back to you, man. You know what I mean? It's going to come back to you. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, it's going to come to you.
But
you gave him streams.
Can we talk about relationships real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, let's just take it there real quick because I wanted to bring this up. You guys being the married guys in the room, do you find yourself arguing with your partner more or finding more about them? You know what I mean? Is there more bickering going on?
No, actually.
Everything's peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same. We're great.
Why is it in China, after they lifted the ban, they noticed, and I think it was like someone noted, like some scientist guy noted like 26, almost 30% increase in the divorce rate.
Really?
Yeah. Again, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but basically these couples are like, man, I'm getting to know you way too much. Being stuck in the house, I need to leave. You need to step away. I need to get away from you.
That's what happens when people aren't actually compatible and they think they are.
Is that what it is? Yeah. So
so
you think that's a true test of when you're forced to stay really close to someone and not go anywhere? That's a true test if you really are meant to be or not. That's really what it is.
100%.
I think it'd be a good indicator for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good test. That would be a better show than Love Is Blind. Just gonna throw that out there right now.
Speak for yourself. Or
100%.
Or when you're, I'm just not good with relationships too much. Or is it in relationships? It's always good to have that space. You want to be close with that person, but also have that space. I'm almost kind of like that. You want to have your. It's got to be a good balance.
Right. I mean, well, right. When you're getting married, you're committing to someone for the rest of your life. Right?
Yeah, but you shouldn't feel suffocated.
Right. No, I get that, but you are also promising to be with that person and, through thick and thin, meaning at their worst, right? So, during a quarantine, during a pandemic, you're in small quarters with that person. I'm pretty sure this is like the highest time someone would be at their worst, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, that really would test, if you guys should be together that long. Because space is nice, and I promote space, anytime. And I think because people, before they work right now, so much. No, okay. We're not. We're really horrible right now.
Yeah.
Anyway. But, I'm assuming most cultures is based on, going to work. So these people are going to work every day. They probably think that person's attractive. They're like, oh, man, we get along. We have some really good conversations. And, it's not a lot, going on for me. So let's get married, and then they get married and think much about it. And, of course, most of the relationship, they're probably working until they have kids, and then they maybe settle down. Right now, that's cut out. They're looking at each other and like, man, you kind of ugly.
You think that's really what it is, huh?
I just noticed your breath kind of smell too. You know what? This ain't going to work. That's what I really think is going on.
People jump into things before they actually get to know each other.
That's how it is, especially like young couples.
And you think this whole self-isolation really is an opportunity for you to really get to know your partner,
at
good
their
or
worst.
bad.
At their worst. You have to experience them at their worst too.
That's why, like, before marriage is even an option, you should always live with the person.
Right.
I agree.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's what we did, my wife and I. We lived together for a year, and then then I proposed. Wow. And before that,
me and Justo have the same story.
Yeah.
What is
literally?
Hey.
And then before that, when we both lived at different places.
You were long distance?
No. We lived in the same town, but like we had our own houses.
Okay.
But like every night we would stay the night together.
Wow.
Either my house or her house, we would go back and forth. There was rarely a night where we weren't together.
Right.
We were just dating.
More importantly, when you stayed the night, bunk beds or the same bed?
Oh,
bunk beds.
We were always 6 feet apart. No matter what.
That was bad. So if you guys know everything about each other, I always was curious about this too. When you guys fart, do you do it like right in front of your partner? Are you that comfortable, or do you still like walk to the other room, or do you pretend like you're going out like outside for, just to get some air?
It's a little bit of everything. Sometimes you just can't help it. Sometimes like you really want to go like.
So yes, you fart right in front of her.
I have. Let's say that I don't try to, but like
Justo,
like Shrek.
Justo, how about you?
Better out than in.
I try to hide it still. What? A common courtesy.
Okay, so it's a courtesy. Okay, so there's a difference. Is it courtesy or it's comfortability?
Both. Like if I farted in front of her.
If there were odorless farts in this world, and they do exist, they do exist, sir.
Right.
They do.
Okay, they do exist.
Right.
Okay, so if you had odorless farts, which you clearly don't,
Yo, I resent that. I resent that because sometimes my food intake, if your food intake is good, like if you eat like, healthy, like, you eating apples, carrots, like you vegan, like it's gonna smell all right. But if you eating like pizza,
I know. People know I'm joking.
No, I'm just
Okay,
I'm just
so
saying.
if you had odorless farts, then would you fart all day in front of your partner?
No, like
Because it's
I think it's a sound as well. Like if it's sound like
odorless and soundless.
well then yeah, I mean you're not really farting then.
Okay, so no, you are farting. You are farting. It could be
Nah,
a secret.
man.
It's a secret.
You're breathing
So
out your ass.
So it's a courtesy thing, but you're fully comfortable farting in front of your partner. It's not an uncomfortability thing.
No, it's not uncomfortability. Like it's not like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Like if that happened, like
Okay, got it.
I'd probably laugh. So it's more like courtesy. Like we're having a civil conversation and then we just throw that in there. Like seriously, you want to have that conversation right now?
Now, how about
Talking
this,
about
though?
taxes and you want to fart?
How about in bed? Sometimes you can't control. Sometimes you fart without even you're not even being aware of it.
No.
You don't fart in bed when you're sleeping.
No, I thought you mean like having sex.
No. Like, do you ever just fart?
No,
Well, how about during sex?
I'm digested by then.
You guys ever have sex and you need to fart? Then what do you do?
No, I already said I don't.
At
I
all.
don't need to fart.
Your body like shuts it off.
Yeah,
Not mine. Not mine.
Julian out here just
that's because you're an ogre.
Like, I just hold my butt cheeks for dear life, bro. I do.
You just gotta say, excuse me, leave for a second.
No, trust me. If I could, I would. But like, I run into that situation. I just try to.
You shouldn't eat before you do it. Like,
Oh yeah, never eat.
Well, of course. But I'm saying sometimes it just happens, bro. It's just science of the body.
just have sex all
Well, when you're
on top
doing
of
it.
pizza and everything.
No. But what I do is I just hold my butt cheeks like super tight, and I just try to like release. I just try to come as fast as I can so I can get it over with and be like, hey, I'll be right back. I can
So
go to
you
the
want to come
bathroom.
as fast as you can so you can fart.
Yes, so I can release.
Wow,
I
Yes.
think you're alone on this one, bro.
you might be. You're a very small percentage of you.
I think you're scared to just
Like,
really
man, I
say
just need
it.
to get this nut in because I got to fart. Like what?